You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey, Bold and the Beautiful fans, I have got your early weekly spoilers for September 1st through the 5th. We've got Brooke Fed Up and Electra Horrified. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt. If you're not following us, please reach down, click that subscribe button, and hey, be sure and listen to the end because I got some info on just a nasty, terrible rumor about an actor having cancer on Bold. And I want to tell you what Bold and the Beautiful said because they addressed this, which is very rare. And I'll get into it after the early spoilers. Stay tuned to the end and I'll give you the scoop on that. As we always do on early edition day, we start with what's coming the rest of this week. Then we're going to talk about what's coming next week. So on Wednesday, August 27th, we have Deacon in the dark. He doesn't realize he's got a real problem brewing with Sheila. She's keeping big bad secrets from Deacon, and with Sheila lying to Deacon and hiding the Luna truth from him, you know, their relationship may be at risk and he's got no idea. This thing with Lee saving Luna could ruin so many lives, and then Sheila's out there enabling Luna's awful behavior, like sneaking into Deacon's restaurant and doing bad things with Will right under Deacon's nose. He's going to hate all of this, and I hope Sheila's marriage survives. So also on Wednesday, we got Hope confiding in Deacon. I feel like Hope's going to tell Deacon that Liam was pleading with her to come back to him and rebuild their life, and then he kissed her. Now, Hope did tell him, I'm engaged to Carter, but Liam said he thinks Hope's only with Carter because he told her to go be with him because Liam thought he was dying and he wanted Hope to be with a nice guy. So I think Liam is kind of discounting her relationship with Carter because he doesn't think Hope would be with the guy right now if not for Liam getting sick and pushing her that way. And I have to say there's some merit in that argument because, you know, Hope was really mad at him and then she took him back and then she took the ring, and I feel like Liam's kind of right. We all know that Deacon likes Liam more than he does Carter, so I'm curious if Deacon is going to urge Hope to walk away from Carter, toss back that ring, circle back to Liam and tell him, okay, yeah, I changed my mind. Let's do this. Hope is going to get pressure the rest of this week from both men, from Carter and Liam both. So will Daddy Deacon have some solid advice for her? I hope so. On Thursday, August 28th, we've got Nutty Sheila encouraging her psycho granddaughter Luna to do bad things. Sheila is continuing to cover for her this week while Will is investigating and trying to figure out what happened to him. He already asked Lainey, as I expected he would do, and she was at an after party with Zende. She's got an alibi. He opened up to his mom, Katie, who said, never tell anybody. I love that she's like, don't be honest with, you know, your girlfriend. And I don't think Katie would like if that advice was given to the man in her life, but we all know how Dollar Bill has done her repeatedly. The bottom line, Will is out of options and still has no answer by the time Thursday rolls around, and he really needs to know who he slept with, and there's no chance that he's misremembering it happening since Luna is now texting him anonymously to kind of torment him and tease him. She's keeping her identity a mystery, but Will obviously knows that he was with someone, and he's worried about what Electra will think of him, and it's not going to go well. So Will is going to see Sheila at Il Giardino, and he's got questions to ask. Because Will knows Sheila was there the night of the party, he's hoping she may have some clue of what happened to him. And boy, does she have a clue. But of course, Sheila is going to lie and deny because otherwise Luna being alive would come out and Sheila's granddaughter would be back to prison. And of course, Lee's going to lose her mind when she finds out what Luna did and how she's behaving and Sheila condoning it. Lee's going to lash out at both of them. It's going to be so messy. So Will and Electra are getting intimate soon. It's supposed to be this week. I am hoping that Will stops at the last minute because of his guilt and doesn't sleep with Electra until he figures out what happened, because that would be so super skeevy. Then again, he is a Spencer male, so never discount the need to be with a woman no matter what. Friday, August 29th, we've got Liam still hoping to reunite his family. Look for more of him making a play for Hope, because this week Liam shows up at Forrester Creations and and he and Beth are there, and they've got this big, intense family hug with Hope right in front of Carter, who is looking none too pleased about Hope being in Liam's arms. And I think Carter is like, okay, it's game on. Of course, now that Liam's not dying and he knows he never was, I think Carter can play a little more hardball where Liam is concerned and with him making a play for Hope. Carter is telling Hope again at the end of the week, we should get married right now. Let's elope. But can Hope bring herself to do it after everything that Liam has said to her? Is she going to ask for more time? And Carter gets annoyed. And also, why would Hope elope? I think she would want a real wedding to Carter, right? Ivy is also gushing this week to Hope about Liam, and that may tilt the scales a little bit where Hope is thinking who she wants to be with. The week of September 1st through the 5th, Hope continues to be torn on Carter versus Liam, even though she initially turned down Liam. Thomas is back very soon. That is an additional dynamic that they're all going to have to contend with. Plus, Ivy is considering throwing herself into the mix as well because she is still super hot for Liam. Brooke is at a tipping point. She's had enough of Ridge continuing to share Taylor's bed when he promised Brooke that he would make things right and they would be together forever. So I'm expecting Brooke to push Ridge hard to do the right thing, let Taylor down, and do it soon. Deacon is set up to be really hurt by Sheila's actions and this huge secret she's keeping. Will continues to torment himself over betraying Electra. More messages hit Will's phone from the mystery mask lady. Let's hope Electra doesn't see any of those texts, and Luna continues to be gleeful that she bedded Will. Lee keeps up the pressure on Luna to be a good girl, but I expect more rebellions ahead. And Electra thinks her life is going so great, but it's all about to implode, and Electra is going to be absolutely horrified. Katie is sitting on Will's dirty secret, but she is a blabbermouth, so I wonder if she will spill to Brooke or someone else, and maybe Electra or Ivy overhears. That would be super messy. All right, let's talk about this horrible cancer rumor. I'm not going to get into the details of it, but there are a couple of just horrible YouTube channels that specialize in soaps, and literally all they report every day is a tragic death of so-and-so, and it's an actor who's alive and well. And it's just horrible what they do. So they said this Bold and the Beautiful actor had liver cancer and is being written out of the show. Bold and the Beautiful was so upset about this, they actually spoke out, which is very rare for them to speak up about anything. And they said it was a terrible, disgusting lie. You guys, there are channels on here that post nothing but horrible, horrible lies about people being sick, dying tragically. If you see a photo of some actor and it says tragic death and you know good and well they are alive and it doesn't make any sense, go over to Google. Don't engage with it. Don't watch them, because when you watch and you comment and you engage, you feed them, and then they are going to keep publishing stuff like that and upsetting people. And I know this actor's family was probably horrified to see this. Obviously, Bold and the Beautiful was horrified. I didn't watch the video because I knew it was garbage lies, but I did look and I saw hundreds of people commenting and sending up prayers, and they were all obviously stressed out, worked up, and believed it. Just be careful. If something seems so extreme and shocking, it's probably a lie. That's all I'll say about that. Just a little public service announcement there. Be careful where you click, because when you give these things oxygen, then you feed the fire and they're going to keep lying to everybody.
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.